Hello everybody, I'm GameSify22 with Dreel, and welcome back to more Bloodstained.
What is a YouTube? Is it a drug?
Um, from what I've heard, that ingesting too much of it can be lethal. I think there was one guy who injected so much YouTube into his bloodstream that he ended up crying, like on camera.
I think I heard of that person too.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I think his username started with like a G or something. It ends in a
Really
number. It also ends in 3 numbers. I don't know who the fuck does that.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't get addicted. Addiction is pain. So, what's the objective for today?
That's the thing. It's been so long since we last did this. I mean, in the terms of uploading, it'd be fine. But I know the last thing that we the last thing that we picked up was the inverse. So, and we did that, and when we got the invert, we got the chest piece that makes us immune to hazards.
Oh.
I think maybe what I'm going around doing right now is getting some map space, because being able to reverse our gravity allows us pretty much like pretty much just like max vertical reach. So there's like no really high place that we can't get to.
So you're just like clearing out like treasures and stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I still wish this game ran better on Switch. Like, Jesus Christ. Just looking at it just hurts my head still.
Unfortunate. I have forgotten. You know how in Symphia Night, where the librarian can be picked up essentially by super jumping?
Super jumping? Yeah, you can still do that too. It's just that we don't have super jump.
Oh, does it still give us? Does it give us anything?
No, I don't believe it does.
Be certain to return what you borrow.
So we can actually check out 2 books from the library now, instead of just 1. And I'm actually and it's at this point that I'm thinking, okay, I feel confident enough about my power that I'm just gonna switch to 2 luck books and just double down on luck.
Hmm. Oh, is this a secret?
Kind of. I'm also just checking to see if there's...
Yeah, thankfully it doesn't drain mana when you're inversing.
No, it doesn't.
You're pretty dumb.
Yeah, why do it normally when I could just do that?
Oh, I get how you're supposed to get it normally.
Yeah, you're supposed to just use Reflector Ray.
Yeah, why be normal when you could be kooky?
I was about to say, fuck, I dropped it. I'm like, okay, fine.
I'll actually do it.
Yeah, we're just gonna hold on to this, so it'll drop on that switch right there.
Wow.
And it opens up a, it opens up the wall right here on the right. I was about to say the left, but then I figured out I was probably gonna inverse. Okay, now it's the left.
Welcome to Moonside. Oh.
Yep, another familiar shard of the Silver Knight. I think you can only... I think it's kind of weird. Like, I think there's only like 5 of them in the game. But I don't know if that's just because familiars just work different in terms of like how they power up. Because I mean, like maybe it's more focused on the rank and the level, and not so much the grade.
What was the point of that room?
Not sure. I think it literally just is just a way for you to go down. But yes, I don't understand the point of it either. Probably a room that was added late in development, where it's just like, okay, we haven't got the exact number of spaces in order to equate to 100% map, so I think there's a reason why I didn't finish exploring the very top of that pathway we took. I mean, like, I would have just checked it out, but I feel like there's something... I think I must have had a reason. I think it's like when we tried going around somewhere that, like, we end up coming back to it anyway. I'm also I'm basically putting on my luck stuff now, too. I'm both my reflector ray preset and my attacking preset. And there I am putting on the Aegis plate, so I think now we're actually going to progress now. Now, the Aegis plate makes you immune to hazards. It's essentially the same thing as the Spike Breaker armor from Symphony of the Night. There's one area we haven't actually gone to yet. It's actually at the very start of the game. It's actually in the very... It's in the castle entrance, actually. Oh yeah, I'm actually coming this way to pick up a recipe first.
Oh, it's right there.
Yep, it's the legendary equipment. This is the one that has this game's equivalent of the Claim Solias, the Crusaegrum, and like all of those other weapons of those types.
Can't believe they changed the Crusaegrum to Valman Way.
Yeah,
in Dawn of Sorrow.
Well, then again, if you're talking about it's kind of... I do think it's kind of messed up how, like, the Crusaegrum is the good one. The Valman Way sucks. What are you talking about? The Valman Way kicks ass in Harmony of Despair, but it's just like... Well, Harmony of Despair is different.
They're supposed to be the same weapon, actually. But
yeah, they're supposed to be the same weapon, but it's just that, like, the Sorrow games just kind of, like, bastardized it.
Because they know how fucking nuts it was.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why the fucking Alucard in Smash had the Crusaegrum. They knew.
Yeah, they knew.
They know.
It's still
they
funny.
know what you're cheating with Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, I do think it's funny how, like, it's dropped from like the one enemy you wouldn't expect, like just from like this, just like, oh, these tiny ghost enemies that you see in the inverse castle and the inverted library. Yeah, they drop it.
Debatably better than his own sword.
Yeah, but in this game, the Crusaegrum is in the Crusaegrum is in this game, but it goes by a different name.
Right.
It's called the Reva Balor is what it's called.
Wow.
And in order to get it, we actually have to craft it. And so that's why I'm killing killer barbers right now, because we need materials from these guys in order to craft it. Oh. Well, there's the Rava Burl. That's basically the watered down version of it, where instead of it slicing multiple times, it only slashes once each time it's used, like that each time you press, like when you press it.
Yeah, there's a thing called the Vorpal Blade.
Yeah. But yeah,
I assume that's what you're supposed to get, the sharp razor.
Yeah, we need sharp razors. I already have 4 of them. I think 4 is what we need. We need 4 of them, and we also need 4 of the weapons that they drop as well.
They drop more than one?
Yeah, they drop more than one, yeah. So I basically just cut out me, because I don't know why, but it actually took me a while to get that 4th one. Because we need 4 of those, we need 4 razor blades, and there's one other item that we need, but it's behind a locked door, and we don't have a key that opens up that locked door yet.
Ah.
Yeah, coming back to this room where we fought the stained glass boss. Another Silver Knight familiar. And Crusader armor. I bet you could have gotten up there earlier, but...
Probably not. Oh.
But yeah, I always make an effort. Every time I play through this game, I always make an effort to... Yeah, you can already see that there's something up right here. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but like the texture of the the ceiling right there is different, yeah. But it's just like, okay, but we can't do anything from here.
What are you supposed to do?
If I recall, I think it's actually the room above has a breakable floor. I think that's what it is.
Oh. Lovely.
It's just that I never checked because I just didn't think it was that obvious. Because I think there's a switch that actually opens, or actually I think there's a switch that opens it up, so you can go this way.
It's the room above. It's the floor above.
Yeah. See that luck stat's starting to make a difference here. All the stuff we're getting. I still love how even without the directional book, Flame Cannon still just demolishes everything. There's a cat. As always. Instead of reflector rain our way to the top, we can just inverse and just fall upwards. Okay, now this right here, it's just like a ceiling here, but there's no way to get to the other side, but there is like an area transition door right there, so the only way we can get up there is through another area entirely. Now I'm gonna I think now I'm heading to the room that's above.
Yeah,
also the shard from these things is very important. I want to max out on this one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it increases weapon attack speed. And if you can make the Valman Way attack even faster, well... And as you rank it up, it also increases damage dealt.
Yeah.
And since it is a yellow shard, an enhancement shard, that means if we max out its rank, it'll turn into an ability shard, so we can double up on it if necessary, but I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, I doubt so.
Yeah. Should be here. Yeah, there it is. I even noticed it. I even noticed the crack on the ground. Right there.
Wow. That's such a tiny crack.
It's more hairstyles. Here's a chair.
Wow.
I like how the Caraboss actually just sits on your shoulder. I think I'm also making sure that I'm taking care of like monster hunting quests as well.
Monster Hunter quest.
Yeah. See, I'm like, look at all these shards. I'm like, what is going on?
You can summon monkey.
I can summon monkey. Return to it, they said. No, I'll do you one better. I like I just completely botched the aim on that one. It still died in 2 shots. Get an HP max. Yeah, I feel like you're supposed to have inverse or high jump in order to even get up here. Carpenter's key. That's actually one of the keys to the 3 locked doors. It's not the key. It's not the key. It's not the key that we need for the door that we need to open to get the Reva Balor, but I just wanted to go ahead and open that up because map completion. But now, but now we're actually gonna go to the next area. I know after all this, after all that checking and stuff. Now I think we should be heading to the next area now, but I'm probably about to eat my own words. Because I mean, I'm well. Actually, no. The carpenter is in the next area we have to go to. Nope, I'm still cleaning up apparently. But yeah, that locked door right there that we just passed. That is the that's the door that we need to open. But we need the millionaire's key in order to open it.
Oh yeah. Oh, so gauge glasses.
Yeah.
Wonder if that's for...
It basically shows like a health bar above the enemies when you have them equipped.
Not that's ever useful, but...
Yeah, I mean, I kill shit so quickly anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just coming over here and just getting some map squares. I think I was also checking for like secret rooms that I may have missed. I think it's also what I was doing. Oh, and if you're curious about what happens, you try falling into the sky in reverse. She just unverses it, so you fall back down. Cause when do you ever die in a pit in a Metroidvania? When you die in an endless pit, I don't think there's ever an instance where that happens. Like, I mean, it happens in classic Castlevania, but not.
Well, yeah, but. But Metroidvania, I doubt so.
No, be really fucking weird. It's actually just, it's like seeing, I mean, I don't know. Every time I think about death from falling into like a pit or something, I'm always reminded of the death animation from the Lost World Jurassic Park for the PS1. Because like the way you die is that you fall into a pit. Like if you fall into a pit, you'll slowly start descending into the pit, like at like at a third of the fall speed, and your character will do the death falling down animation while they're just slowly falling midair.
That's weird.
I thought it was cool at the time when I saw it, but at the same time, looking at it now, it's just silly. In fact, I remember I would often like pretend to be. I would back when I was a kid. I would often like to pretend I'm I'm like playing games with my toys. But the problem was I had only 2 hands. So I could only have so I thought to myself, "Oh, I can only have 1 enemy on screen at a time."
That does sound a little sad, not gonna lie. Basically, you don't have friends.
Well, it's more or less I didn't really have the friends that I do now.
Yeah.
And of course, you get older, you kind of lose interest in playing with toys like that.
Of course.
Yeah, that was bad. There's a recipe for elemental bullets, by the way. For those of you gun runners who might be doing gun only runs of this game. And there's another shortcut shard. So now I think we have 4 shortcuts now. We'd have up to 4. Maximum being 9. I mean, like, I don't know why you would need to I mean, like, having 9 shortcuts is a lot. Oh yeah, since we have inverse, we can finally explore this area. This is the waterfall that's underneath the cave. Because of how far this place is vertically, it's the reason why I never bothered coming here until now.
Huh.
Because, like, if we fell down, we'd have to go all the way back around to get back up. And of course, you have your typical... You have your typical waterfall with a cave behind it. But unlike Aria of Sorrow, you don't need like a guardian soul in order to get through it.
Benjamin, what are you doing here?
Oh, sorry. Right before I went whoosh, I remembered this huge waterfall I saw in me travels, and
You want me to kick you?
I said I'm sorry. Can't we just try this again?
I got plenty.
Oh, thank you for bringing this.
Now remember.
How the fuck did you end up here?
Because he imagined a waterfall that he remembered.
Well, I'm not
Oh.
you know. Oh, before I go, let me give you this for helping me.
Should I assume that worked or not?
Nope. Probably never worked. I assume he teleports somewhere that isn't his house.
Yeah, I think he teleports somewhere else and then another place. And then after that, that's it.
God damn it.
Not to mention, I don't even know if his item is really worth it even.
It's literally just fetch questing him.
Yep.
It probably isn't worth it in general.
Also, kind of sus leaving a chair behind a waterfall, not gonna lie.
Huh.
I also think it's funny how it's just now that I'm going back to the first area, the ship.
I finished the.
Yeah, here I am just trying to, like, make sure I have enough, I get more ingredients. Totally forgetting the fact that I run the risk of fucking crashing the game every time I talk to an NPC in this game. Let's see, what is that? Cheese. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jeez.
Used for cooking. You know, I do think it's interesting how if you get back on the boat, because the boat's crashed, as you can see, but if you get back inside of the boat, it's like back in the water.
Fuck. Let me fall! Oh, You know, I'll be honest with you. When I first saw Bloodstained, because I actually have seen this game like a few times before you introduced me to it.
Yeah.
I actually thought that like there would be like enemies that are like mythologically related. Like cause like, you know, Castlevania enemies are usually like mythology related.
Yeah, they're derived from something. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would think that you know, Bloodstained would also follow suit with that whole thing, where, you know, they're being derivative of mythological beings, etc.
Yeah.
I think that was one reason why I was really hooked up to like Castlevania. Just like it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then again, I started out with Dinosaur, so I don't know.
Yeah, you started with the
it-
best
it's-
one.
it might also be because of the soul system, of course.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you could really beat that.
I mean, we could have came back here with double jump in order to check these rooms earlier, but then again, I'm kind of weird. Like, I tell myself like, hey, I could just explore all of it in one go. I think I do NPC talking here. Yeah. That's why I saved.
Have you looked? Here's what I've turned up on the monster.
What?
Here's,
Wow.
Get heir apparent,
here's what,
silver.
here's what I've turned.
This Switch cannot handle this properly.
No, it can't.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Now these other enemies, these are enemies that we don't have access to.
Oh my
Well-
god, Avenge the Death of Richter.
Yeah, I know. They often use the names of like Castlevania characters for these revenges.
Hi, Miri. What are you transmuting this time?
God damn. Not the Belmont. Like this is how you could tell it's a bad ending of Symphony of Night. Richter's
Also-
fucking dead.
Promise you'll stop.
Also, I do love that there's a rank up condition for invert, where when you invert, there's a chance, like you have a longer window of invincibility. But anywho's, that's gonna be it for this video. And in the next video, instead of us just lollygagging around, we're actually gonna probably go to the next area. Just doing some cleanup as we go. That way I don't have to do it later. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Really?